I know of people that cannot enjoy sex unless they are tied up. I know of people that cannot enjoy sex if they are not getting it through their assholes. Hey there. Thank you for joining me on my morning walk with you one day. And we're talking about a lot of things that has to do with the things of the mind and life in general. Good morning and welcome to Morning Walk with me. My name is Yewande. I know it's been a while. How you guys doing? That's on life in general. And welcome to today's segment. Alright. So, at the age of 23, during my NYSC, I was working for a school, a private school, and later I understood that the man that owns the school is a well-known man, wealthy and successful man. So I got to know later on, not when I was going to the school. So, there was a particular day that I always close late because I was an assistant directly to the man himself. So I closed late as usual, and I helped him with his briefcase down to the car. And when we got downstairs, he called the security man by the gate, and I don't know, maybe there was a prior stuff the guy was supposed to do for him, and he gave the guy some money, And so as I was offloading the bags into the boot of the car, he looked at me. He was counting the money was counting the money to give to the security man. And he looked at me and he said, "Or you also want?" And that actually struck something in me, right? At the time he said it, I didn't process what he said, of course. But later on, it struck something in me, and then I was like, no, I'm good. Thank you very much, sir. And I left. And, later on in life, I was thinking about it, and I was like, I think that's actually my first time of turning down money. And also my first time of being conscious of who I have become. If I had collected that money, that would have chipped something from my original self, my person. If I had collected that money just because it was there for me to take, it would say a lot about me to the man. And me refusing that money said a lot about me to the man. Alright, so I think after that, I noticed some things. And I think I was the very first, according to his permanent assistant who I was working with there, according to her, I was actually the first assistant he asked to stay behind after UTS. So that's whatever I exhibited there to him. I'm not talking about him, me refusing the money. But whatever I exhibited was purely out of who he perceived me to be. Alright, so why am I telling this story? I'm telling this story because a lot of people take up responsibilities that they are not prepared for. This needs complicates things for them. Alright? And whatever decision we make, I've said countless of times on this channel, it either adds to us or takes away from us. Now, I'm going to cite several instances where things can get complicated for no reason. I also have another story. So there was this time I went on a vacation with my husband, and we were just like, oh, okay, like we can afford to go on a vacation, so let's go on a vacation, which we did. And then on getting to the vacation, everything went south. It wasn't, how I expected it. And on our way back, we were involved in an accident, and it became so crazy that there were no there were no networks where the accident happened, although it was not fatal. So we came out of the bus still okay, but the bus couldn't move anymore or something, so we didn't go with a personal ride, of course. So afterwards, the only decision that was left was we couldn't go back to the resort place. So what we had to do was we had to walk. So we walked the distance of about 1 hour 30 minutes, before we could get to a place where we could get another vehicle to take us to the town, and then further our journey from there. Why am I saying this? I realized that although we could afford a vacation, right, but we're not mentally prepared for the vacation. Okay, we just believe that at that point, of course, it's still a process of learning, but we just believed at that point that the resources we had was enough to take us there. But that was not the point. We were supposed to do our own personal research of where we were going, what it entails, what were people's experiences going there, and know what it entails when it comes to the risk of taking or going on vacation. So that actually also taught me some things in life. All right, for instance, whoever is rich today, or rich people today, often have a problem of trust, often have a problem of believing that people around them are around them for the money, and they often have this belief of they deserve some things, so it chips away humility, chips away sanity from them in a way. All right, so while we have needs, right, that we see as challenges that we want to overcome, it's also important that we prepare along with those needs. As a matter of fact, it is advisable that we are prepared before we start channeling our energy, our efforts towards overcoming challenges. The first thing is we don't always have the patience to learn, all right, what challenges are there for in the first place. If you're taking up a responsibility, or you have a decision to take up a responsibility, the first thing you should think of is what are the baggages and the benefits that comes with this. Evaluate each and every one of them and decide whether you are ready to take it up on yourself. It's good to have a Range Rover car. Do you understand? It's good to have exotic cars. Somebody can gift it to you, all right? Somebody can, how will I put it? Somebody can give it to you. You can buy it yourself. Do you understand? But you have to think about the fact that, a Range Rover fuel pump costs as much as 90,000 naira. For a Toyota Camry, it costs about 4,000 naira. You have to actually understand the baggages that comes with you saying, it's time for you to take the next step in life, or I'm taking the next step. What is coming with it? This is what I want. I want a house. I want to buy a house. I want to rent an apartment, or whatever it is. What are the baggages coming with it? Don't go like, I can do it, I can afford it, it is time to have it, then let me go for it. It complicates life. It complicates matters. I know of people, when we're talking about sexual things right now, permit me, I know of people that cannot enjoy sex unless they are tied up. I know of people that cannot enjoy sex if they are not getting it through their assholes. I'm sorry to be using these words, but I'm just trying to be explicit. It is an unnecessary form of complication. You go ahead, watch pornography, absorb it, and then you want to try it, but you're not thinking within your mind that what are the baggages that comes with these new methods. All right, some people have actually done the old coming from the back thing, and they've ended up with stroke or leakages because they are not prepared. They just feel they could do it, they go for it, and then boom, it's in their face. Wearing adult diaper everywhere. We have to be prepared of the things that it comes cheap or easy. Even at times does not mean we are prepared to take the cheap and easy. Does not mean we're ready to take the cheap and easy. Are you mentally prepared? You want to get married? Oh yeah, it's the next thing in your life. But are you prepared? Have you asked people who are married what it entails? Or you're just looking at them and be like, oh, that's my age mate. She's married. Then if I get married at this point, it's a blessing. Yes, it is a blessing, but are you prepared for it? Are you ready? The same thing goes for kids. Oh, the next thing after marriage is to have children. Are you ready to have children? Do you know what it entails to raise a child every day, per week, per month? Are you ready? Because we have to be ready, or else we're going to come and or else we're going to get to the point where we're going to be downcast and be like, oh, I didn't plan this. I didn't plan what came with it. The truth of the matter is, yes, not every situation presents itself beforehand. Do you understand? But I'm saying that we overcoming a challenge opens us up to another challenge. All right? You are taking a responsibility. It comes with a bonus, good and bad. And when it comes with it, are you ready to pick it up? If you did not prepare, most of the time we don't, actually, if I have to be truthful. If we're not prepared, be ready to learn on it, okay? Be ready to learn during the challenge. What is happening to you? Be aware. Be aware. Start learning. Oh, I am new to this. What is the next thing to be proactive? What is the next thing to do? Instead of blaming people and blaming situations around you, begin to ask questions. Begin to seek knowledge concerning that particular challenge. Begin to, ask questions. Be ready to know. Be ready to know at all times. Now, rich people are craving for simple life. A life where they can just be in a cottage and just be by themselves. I read the story of a man who, gave up all his wealth just to become a monk. All right? Because he has achieved everything. And then he realized that the simple things of life are actually the most interesting things. They are the most interesting things. For you to find out the mystery of life and how the elements around you, with you, works with you. We have to appreciate the simple things of life, because that is where life is being lived to the fullest. That's the truth. Something's coming out again. That's the truth. Uncomplicate things for yourself. Some people cannot come out of their houses without their makeup on. Makeup is good, it's beautiful, but when it begins to determine or decide the level of confidence you have in yourself, in your looks as a person, then your life is getting complicated. And if you're not paying attention to that, there's a problem, because you get married, your husband cheats, and then you say, it's because I'm not beautiful enough. He has done me a favor by even marrying me in the first place. And that is a complicated life. Something is wrong. You have to actually identify those things instead of trying to cover it up. You don't look facially beautiful. Okay, but it is your life. All right? It is your life. I'm wearing makeup not because I feel it enhances my beauty. I'm wearing it because it makes me feel confident, but it has nothing to do when it comes to who I think I am inside of me. Alright? So don't complicate things for yourself. Don't acquire things that you're not prepared to take up the responsibilities, the challenges that comes with it. Life can easily get complicated like that with one decision. Deciding not to sleep at the right time can mess up the remaining day for you. You sleep around, this happens to me a lot anyway, you sleep around 4, you wake up by 6, you're still tired, but you have a lot of things to do. And you're complicating things for your health. You're complicating things for yourself in terms of achieving all the activities or the events you have set out for yourself to do per day. You have to think ahead of things and be prepared. Weigh your options, weigh the consequences, weigh the downside, the good side. It is not everything you need that you are prepared for. Be prepared. First and foremost, be prepared for what you are going for. If you need a job, and this came to me much later in life myself, if you need a job, be prepared of what you're expecting on that job. Be prepared get ready, have the knowledge of what it is like in a workspace, a work atmosphere. People don't tell these things, and it is sad. To work, you have to identify that not everybody will agree with you, not everybody will appreciate the way you do your work, not everybody will appreciate the approach at which you do your work. Not everybody will even like your face. All right? Not everybody will make things easy for you to be able to walk around. Not everybody will be forthcoming with, doing their own part of the job. These are the things that you have to be prepared. You have to prepare your mind towards. Identify the person you got married to is not perfect. You have to know that. And sometimes they have a very smelly attitude or character. But you have to also understand that you have to be prepared yourself to be able to have the idea that this comes with a responsibility, and you have to stand up to it. If you are not ready to stand up to it, go into the place of preparation. All right, so that is what I'm bringing today. I'm very glad I could actually air this out. It was a passionate one for me. Thank you very much for being there and staying tuned to this channel. I'm grateful to have you guys. Please subscribe, view the channel, and hit the notification button for more content like this. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful day. I feel loved. I hope you feel loved as well. And let's channel our energy to enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Bye.